Coming up on this episode of Mind the Game.
Oh my goodness. AR, welcome AR to Morning. Oh my God.
Why do you think you weren't a first-round pick? Like, do you think in your heart at that time,
You know
you're like,
why.
well,
You know why?
I'm not allowed to say it.
I can't.
Okay.
I know why. You know how that shit is.
And I wasn't trying to put you on the spot.
Because they look at the judge a book by its cover.
You look at me now and you're still like, you can't play basketball.
Detroit, backstory, don't draft me. Give us the context. Give us the whole story. I'm gonna get right on to it, man.
I'm standing in the corner and I forgot who it was on their bench was like, you don't want it? And I was like, I'm not gonna touch the ball, but if I do, it's going in.
We're gonna bring out a couple plays, just a couple things. Give the fans like your perspective on just things you're able to do with the ball.
Well, let's start with why is Braun even in the game right now? It's over. I remember he posted that after the game, and my followers went from like 60,000
I'm
to
sorry.
7 million.
I'm sorry, man.
Your phone died.
Your phone died.
This episode is presented by Anthropic, the team behind Claude. If you're the kind of person who wants to understand the game at a deeper level, Claude is built for you. It's an AI thinking partner that helps you work through complexity, not just surface answers. Try it free at claude.ai/mindthegame.
I'll take that bottle over there. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything with it, but I'm gonna pour it just
There's
for the
one over there
aesthetic.
too. You want to check that one?
This is Silver Oak 2020. Let me see that.
Nope.
I'm gonna just
Sip on
at least
something.
open it. I'm gonna just
Sip
open
on
it. Just
something.
never heard of that one.
No, it's up to you.
I don't drink.
Yeah.
At all?
yeah.
Nope.
Never have?
Nope.
So this is my golf.
Yeah.
I'm the scratch golfer here.
I'm
a plus 20.
This is me
That's all
right here.
y'all.
This is me right here. I'm with the pros.
So we are rolling?
Yeah. I mean, we're already rolling. I'm gonna get right on to it. AR, welcome AR to
Welcome.
Morning. Oh my God.
Appreciate you,
Yes,
Let's go.
Appreciate you.
I think we should get right to it. Detroit, backstory, don't draft me. Give us the context. Give us the whole story. I'm gonna get right on to it, man.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
so my agents, Reggie back there, they set up a plan, and the plan was, we knew LA had a two-way open on draft night, and knew it was a situation to where, I could possibly step in, get a contract, because I don't know how many guys were actually under contract at that time. There was a lot of free agents, a lot of signings to be done, and we knew that going in. They called it 42, and they came up to me, and it's every kid's dream of hearing their name called on draft night, and I'm no different. But it came down to sticking to a plan, and that's what we did. And it sucked to not hear my name called, but obviously putting ourselves in a good position was much more important.
But there has to be more to it. Like, it was for a two-way deal with the Lakers,
Yeah.
which became obviously before the season you got a deal. But I mean, you could have got a two-way deal from any of those teams. Why the Lakers? Why were you? That was the place I need to go.
Yeah, I mean, they have a bunch of analytics guys that were, just grading teams by, grade 1, 2, 3, whatever it was. And the Lakers, I think it was Lakers, Bucks, maybe one other team that was like tier 1, like best possible fit. And
Your agent.
Yeah, our agents, with the analytics people.
Okay.
So, kind of dove into that and then listened to that. And then on another note, like we talked about, like there was nobody, I think there was maybe like 4 or 5 guys under contract at the time, because they ended up having to sign like 7 guys, and then knowing that there was going to be a possibility to snag that 13th, 14th roster spot. And then on top of that, like him, IQ level, like I feel like I have a pretty good IQ, to the game, and felt like, that was one way that I could get in my foot in the door was to, lean on that and lean on, just knowing the game of basketball, and that's what he does.
When was the first time you saw him play? Like not like in person, or was it in college, or?
Yeah, I had never seen him play up until the point that we drafted him, and but once I not drafted him, but signed him, signed him after the fact, and I went back and watched a lot of his Wichita State highlights and games, and then a lot of his Oklahoma highlights and games as well. The first thing I noticed, it's kind of funny, we always talk about this, he didn't play like a white boy. It was very different. his wiggle was very different. I mean, I grew up in Northeast Ohio, so I know white guys playing like white guys and white guys playing like the brothers.
Right.
And what I could see in his game is that he had a lot of wiggle to his game. And that was one of the things that, quite frankly, we were missing. We didn't have.
Yeah.
I thought that his game would translate to us, his ability to crack the seams and his ability to get into the paint, and him playing, even though their team wasn't as good at Oklahoma, his game kind of, it showed a pro. And that's what I saw early on. So as soon as training camp started, I kind of made it a point to kind of beeline it to him and kind of force something into him, maybe even before he even saw it.
Push belief.
Just push that belief and that confidence, like you belong here. And that I was kind of on him like pretty much from day one, because I felt like we needed that, as far as, because we didn't possess that consistently, but also I saw he had game too, and I really thought that it could translate to the big leagues.
Do you remember a moment where Bron said something to you, or just like a feeling of connecting with him early, where you're like, oh, he really believes in me?
Well, damn sure wasn't the game in Brooklyn, I'll tell you that. That clip, we gotta make sure we clip that.
No, that was it wasn't even my fault. That's another story. But no, it always goes back to when he had his mini camp in it was Vegas that year.
Before your rookie year.
This was before I was under contract, and it was crazy because I think it was like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We came back Sunday, and it was like Wednesday, and I didn't even know if I was going yet. And one of my friends back home was getting married that weekend too, so I was about to buy a flight to go back home. Got the invite, obviously, told my friend like, hey, I can't say
There's
no
levels
to
to this shit.
Yeah, so we get in the gym, and I think we got to playing like 3-on-3 or something. Got a couple buckets, and then drove downhill, ate, and I thought I had a layup, and then AD come out of nowhere, and I was like, oh fuck. And late second, kind of like behind the back pass to him, he come down the lane, dunked it. And then it was just from then on out, like they were like, you're good, like just be yourself. Him and AD, then I've given them, all the credit I can give them, just to, from day one of being like, hey, you don't have to be you, like on the court, off the court, whatever it is, just be you.
It's powerful, right?
No, for sure, especially coming from good players.
Yeah, I had this experience, to sidebar to my experiences, but Kevin Johnson was our point guard in Phoenix my rookie year. And I mean, I grew up watching this guy play, and he was a walking 20 and 10. And like one day he grabbed me, it was like in the locker room, was like, you're as good as any guard I've ever played against. And I wasn't even playing.
Yeah.
It's just from practice floor, watching, playing, competing. And I was like kind of, you know what I mean? You're taken aback a little bit. And he's like, no, you're as good as anyone I've ever played against. And I was like, that gives you so much confidence that, because I think we have similar kind of coming from places we're not supposed to come from to play in the NBA.
Yep.
And so for someone who's been there, done that, and has the things that like we don't have, like his explosiveness and speed and things like that, to hear the guys that have done it say it to you really can give you a lot of belief. Did you feel like that launched you a little more to like just be like, let loose, relax, and play?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like you said, not the most explosive person in the world. Very jealous of people like that. But it's just, I feel like this whole game is a lot of confidence and IQ. When you know the game and you have high confidence, I feel like you can do a lot of things. And that it wasn't just him and AD. We had Melo, Russ, Rondo. Like I leaned on Rondo a lot. My rookie
That's
year.
a hell of a veteran.
Yeah, so I had probably the best people that you could talk to possible, and I'm a question asker. I remember I told Rondo, I was like, yo, if I ask you too many questions, you can tell me to shut the hell up. I don't care.
He loves questions.
Yeah, so every time we would be in practice, there's something would happen, and I would go over to him, or I'd always be standing by him and just be like, what'd you see here? What'd you see there? But yeah, just the confidence that they had in me, the whole group from day one, just like you said, catapulted me to continue to be better.
So Rondo's like as advertised, like a thinker.
For sure.
Yeah,
for
amazing.
sure.
Yeah.
I had to carry a chessboard around for him. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever play with him?
Yeah.
Did you ever play with him?
No, I never played him. I started playing chess a lot my rookie year, and I got decent, but I still was a little nervous to play him because I felt like he would be nice. So I never played him, but
I forgot you used to get that chessboard. It is.
Yep.
Sounds funny.
I remember I bought it in Boston.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Amazing. So, crazy detail. When did you start hooping? Because I know you played baseball as a kid, right?
Yeah, I kind of always
messed around.
played. Yeah, I mean, my mom and dad both played. Brother plays overseas.
Both played in college, right?
Both, yeah, they played at Arkansas State. That's where they met.
Where'd your brother play in college?
He played at Central Missouri, Division II school.
Yeah.
He was just small. He was a two guard that was too small to play. He could have played at a small Division I, but you see, a white kid that's not very athletic. He could shoot the shit out of it, but. I kind of always played, but baseball was the one that everybody wanted me to play. My dad told me I think it was going into my 7th grade year. He said I needed to pick baseball or basketball to try to get my school paid for. Because that's at that point that's all we're thinking about. And I'm probably 5 foot, 95 pounds.
Yeah.
And,
what position did you play in baseball?
Shortstop. Yeah, I played a lot of short, and then I pitched a little, which I didn't like pitching. But we had a summer basketball camp, and I moved up 2 grades and played with my brother, and we was beating teams by 30. And I was like, "Oh, this is much faster. Baseball's kind of slow." So I went back to my dad and I was like, "I want to play basketball," and he was like, "You're fucking stupid." I was like, "Damn," but he was like, "Obviously, you got my support."
Were you killing it in baseball?
I was.
Yeah.
I was solid. Yeah.
You was probably trending higher in baseball than
Trending.
he thought.
He thought I was a better.
He also saw the metrics. Skinny white boy.
Yeah. I was small. I mean, I didn't grow until my junior year of high school. So at the time, I understand why. But he told me that. My best friend's dad, which was our baseball coach. I remember we were driving home. He was taking me home, and I told him I was quitting baseball, and he told me that basketball wasn't going to work out. And I was like, well, we'll see.
I got some similar stories in my background about that. My dad's from the UK, played semi-pro soccer, but he was great about it. When I was like, I'm not going to play soccer anymore.
Yeah.
I play basketball. He like bit his tongue.
Yeah.
He was like,
my dad did
do what
that
you
for
want
the
to do.
first
It's
time.
great. Yeah. He's like, do what you want to do. It's great. But you could tell inside he was.
Yep.
He was like, damn, that hurts. That hurts. But I want to hear more about your brother, because I read, I do a little bit of research, right?
Yes.
But your brother had a big influence on saying, like, come hoop with me. Like, I see something in you. Tell me a little bit about that.
How many years older?
2.
2 years older.
Which I was supposed to be 3 grades younger, because I graduated high school at 17. My mom started me early so I could play 2 years with him. So I moved up my freshman year and then played with him again my 10th grade year. But yeah, he fell in love with basketball when he was probably in 7th grade. Quit everything. He was a gym rat. He'd go to the gym every night. Like, we're a town of 1,000 people.
Yeah.
He's probably 12, 13 years old driving to the gym, which probably isn't legal. But so
Probably isn't legal.
That's amazing.
I don't think so. But that's another story.
I've never been to Arkansas.
But he fell in love with it, and I was kind of still in the fringe of baseball. Like, I still love baseball, and probably going into my 8th grade year, I think he'd seen that I had ability, and I remember there was nights that he'd be going to the gym 7, 8 o'clock at night, and he'd be like, "You want to go?" And I was like, "Not really." And he'd be like, "You're coming anyway." Like, I had no choice.
Yeah.
He'd drag me out of the house. We'd go shoot for a couple hours, and then he'd just beat me really bad one-on-one. I think that it was a confidence builder for him, just wearing me out all the time. But yeah, he's probably the biggest basketball influence in my life. He instilled work ethic. He would always sit me down and be like, "Yo, like, you're from Newark, Arkansas, the town of 1,000 people. You're gonna have to do more than everybody else. Like, it's not gonna be easy." Like, that even it went to college. I remember going into maybe my senior year or junior year at Oklahoma. He pulled me to the side. We were working out, and he was like, "What do you want to do with this? Like, do you want to just play overseas?" He was like, "You go play overseas right now." He was like, "You don't have to get any better." He was like, "You can go make some good money, play overseas." And he was like, "There's nothing wrong with that, but if you want to, be an NBA player, you got to do more." And so I did more.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
I have similar people in my life that's had the same similar conversations with me about it. Is he still hooping? He's 29 now?
Yeah, he's 29. He plays in Germany. Yeah, he's doing well. He started in Spain, I think probably 8 years ago now, making nothing.
Yeah.
Grinded his way to the top division in Germany, and just, he loves it. So, I don't know how many more years he'll play, but yeah, he's a basketball fanatic.
Does he still like mentor you? Like, does he still like watch your games and say like, hey?
He watches every game, and I'm probably not the easiest to talk to sometimes, but if I'm going through a rough shooting stretch, which he can shoot the ball better than 99% of the people I've ever met. So he does know, and he probably knows me better than I know myself. So he'll text me and be like, move it over the right a little bit, or shoot a little higher, just little things like that.
That's cool.
That's so far.
Yeah. So I remember I was talking to one of our assistant coaches last year, and I think I was like 2 for my last 27 from 3 going through it. And I was like, before the game I was talking to Bo. I was like, don't worry, tonight we're good. My brother fixed me. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, he told me everything I needed to do. I think I went like 6 for 8 from 3. He was like, tell your brother to keep texting.
That's amazing. I mean, he's got a place to land after.
For sure.
He's smart.
That's cool.
He's smart.
Was it that conversation with your brother when you were in college about the NBA? When you were like, okay, I can play in the league? Like, when did you say like, I'm an NBA player, I'm going for this? Or was that when you were a kid? I don't know.
I mean, I always had like delusional confidence.
Sure.
And the weirdest story is like, I was like I said, from a town of 1,000 people, there's nothing to do. So you hunt, you fish, you do all the country stuff. And I remember I don't remember this, but my mom's best friend at the time took me hunting one day, and we were sitting there talking, and she was like, what do you want to do? Like, I'm probably 9 years old. And she was like, what do you want to do when you get older? And I was like, I want to play in the NBA. And she was like, you mean the MLB? And I was like, no, I want to play in the NBA. And she was like, it was the craziest thing, because she was like, you played, but like you didn't really like actually play. But it really come to reality. I was at Oklahoma, and Lon Kruger followed me out of practice one day and told me, he was like, I think you could be a first-round pick. And he's been around basketball for forever. He's coached Buddy, Trey, Blake. I don't know, he didn't coach Blake, but seeing all this basketball that
was he at Florida too? Like, a bunch of pros everywhere.
So he's seen everything, and once he said that, I was like, I got a chance.
Like, where do you think that like that delusional confidence come from?
I'd like to hear more about that. And also, like, how did it then manifest? Like,
I really don't know, because
we've seen a lot of delusional
for sure
people that it actually didn't go the way they thought it should go.
Yeah, but there's like a delusional confidence, but also like I still like maintain like real life. Like I don't go outside
attached to reality.
Yeah. I still have some.
I
reality.
gotta work.
Exactly. I don't know though, because like growing up, like I said, it didn't matter what it was. Like I never beat my brother in anything. He would beat me as bad as he possibly could one-on-one. Then we'd go home, we'd play cards, we'd play video games, like we'd play. And my parents were the same way. They didn't let me win anything. It was no like, poor Austin, let him win one. Like I never won anything. So like I learned to hate losing more than I love to win. Right. So like it was like, do whatever you can to get it done. Because I remember the first time I beat him in one-on-one, I took off running, I ran in the house. I was probably like 12 or so, and he let me shoot wide open shots. He was like, you can't make enough shots to beat me. And I got hot, and I ran in the house. He was so pissed. I was screaming. My mom was like, what's going on? But yeah, I really don't know where it came from. Yeah. It's just there.
Yeah, I think I was so far from the NBA. It wasn't even funny, right? But I feel like I always thought like I'm willing to do the work. If I do it for a year, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, where could I be? Yeah. And so that was always my belief system. Was there a part of that for you too, or were you just like, I just love to play, I want to keep playing?
It started off that I just loved to play, and I was just going to see how far I could go. Like I didn't think I'd play Division I basketball. Like I thought I would end up going Division II, playing with my brother.
Why?
I didn't have I was.
But what do you think it was about your game or your environment experience that was like, Because you end up obviously getting
Yeah.
D1 offers. What was the gap there for you in your environment?
I didn't play AAU, but I played 1 year AAU.
Exposure.
Yeah, I think that was the main thing. And then you look at me now and you're still like, you can't play basketball. But you looked at me then, I was 6'5", probably 165, super skinny. And that was a lot of the feedback we got from coaches was he's not big enough, he's not strong enough, he's not athletic enough. But they make weights for a reason, so I don't know.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, it's everyone's journey is different, right? It's
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's crazy how
Absolutely.
everyone has a completely different journey, how disparate they could be. But like, what did you think was, because you got to college, like I watched your clips in college, and I'm like, that's a pro. Why do you think you weren't a first round pick? Like, do you think in your heart at the time,
You know
you're like,
why.
well,
You know why?
I'm not allowed to say it.
I can't.
Okay.
I know why. You know how that shit is.
And I wasn't trying to put you on the
because
spot.
because
it's
they look
true.
at they look at it, the judge a book by its cover situation.
Yeah.
Like I saw the talent.
Yeah.
That's not that guy that I'm seeing is not he's not an undrafted. There's no way that guy goes
Right.
undrafted. Like, but it's come on, man. It's,
Well, I think the draft too is you got your top 15 players or whatever the lottery is, and then after that I feel like teams just try to hit home runs.
Right.
And then my age I was 22, I think, coming out. So they're like, oh,
Especially
like,
in your era, analytics definitely
exactly.
brings
So
you
it's like
down.
go young, go athletic, and I wasn't either of that, but I could help somebody win.
obviously.
yes, indeed.
For sure.
And was there like for me when I was trying to like get there, I was thinking like maybe I'm not fast enough. That was for you. Was that it? Fast
for
or
sure.
strength or what?
Everything.
Everything.
There was many times I was like, oh, I got to get stronger, got to get faster, got to get more athletic. But I realized real quick that if you can think the game, you can kind of negate some of that. Obviously, I wish I had that.
Do you remember all 58 guys that was drafted
No, I
in
don't.
your draft?
I don't give a damn.
You don't give a
Nope,
damn.
I don't. Do not.
That's what makes you who you are. I swear.
Yeah.
Too busy.
I definitely would have remembered every last one of them. Try to
I
tear
don't-
their ass up every time I
I don't
play
even think
them.
I knew some of them.
Never heard of them.
They're definitely not around anymore.
Yeah.
What year is this for you now?
Five. Yeah,
Yeah.
five.
They definitely not around.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yep.
This guy's in the first round from probably 5 years ago. That's probably not.
For
I'll have to
sure.
look at that. What was that, the 21 draft?
Yeah, I think so. There's some good players though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good draft.
Good draft.
Yeah.
If you listen to this show, you're probably not satisfied with hot takes and highlight reels. You want to understand the game at a deeper level. The schemes, the adjustments, the strategic decisions that separate good from great. That's exactly the kind of thinking Claude is built for. Claude is an AI thinking partner that works with you, not for you. When you're trying to understand something complex, whether that's breaking down pick and roll coverage, researching how offensive systems have evolved, or analyzing why certain matchups create specific problems, Claude helps you dig into the nuance. It doesn't rush to tidy conclusions. It works through the complexity, asks follow-up questions, and gives you proper citations so you can trace the reasoning. Anthropic is committed to keeping Claude ad-free, which means it's optimized to help you think, not to keep you scrolling. For people who love going deeper on the things that matter to them, Claude is the thinking partner you've been looking for. Try Claude for free at claude.ai/mindthegame and see why the world's best problem solvers choose Claude as their thinking partner. And now over to our producer Jason for a word from one of our partners.
Thanks to DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring the show. The playoff race is tightening up and the pressure is rising. This is the time when legends are made and, unfortunately, brackets are busted. But let's face it, there's nothing like having skin in the game when the stakes are this high, and our partners at DraftKings, they put real stakes on every single bucket, assist, rebound, buzzer, you name it. And now, new customers who bet $5 get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Just download the app and use code MIND. One of my favorite plays is a same-game parlay to turn one game into a shot at a big payout. Or I'll go live as the fourth quarter is heating up and bet props on a player who's been cooking all night. With DraftKings, you're not just watching the game, you're in it. For me, I like to look at strength of schedule stuff. What's a team's record versus, under 500 teams versus over 500 teams? Stuff like that. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code MIND to bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
When was it where you were like, I know you had like a little mini camp in Vegas and obviously you got signed to a contract early. When was it you're like, oh, I belong? And did you think before you got the contract, you're like, oh, I belong? Or was it like more like in the season?
No, I mean, the Vegas thing was the first step was like, but then again, like it is the middle of the summer. It was playing 3-on-3, so it's different. But then opening night, we played Golden State. Got literally my first ever, like any level, anything DMP, didn't play.
First time
ever. And I was like, what the hell? Like, I didn't.
So you went in the game like, I'm going to play.
I thought that I should have.
Yeah.
But
from camp and preseason, you're like, I'm going to play.
But like, I understood why. But then game 2, we played Phoenix and we were getting beat by like 30 going into the fourth. And Frank was like, yeah, go ahead. And out the gate, we made a run, and after that, it was kind of just.
You were the rotation?
Yeah. So I mean, there was a little stint towards the end of the year where I wasn't playing great. Got a couple more DMPs, but basically from there on out was in the rotation consistently.
Especially like you don't get those DMPs late, but you've already shown over the course of the year, and like more work, more time. You're like, I'm doing this.
Yeah, and I remember. I think it was. We got eliminated from the playing game, and we were in Phoenix. We played Phoenix the night before, and I think we stayed, and we were about to go somewhere, and somehow Summer League got brought up, and someone had said something to him or asked him something about Summer League, if I should play Summer League, and he was like, no, just get in the gym all summer and just grind. And I was like, oh, perfect. I don't have to play bad basketball and just focus on myself.
Yeah, it's a lot of bad basketball Summer League.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool. I get it.
Yeah, it's a necessary thing, but it's not for everybody.
But it was not for him. Yeah. No, not the way he was trending. Yeah. It makes no sense to go out there and waste those few weeks where you could be using those for locking in on what he needs to be locking in on.
Actually working.
Yeah. What did you see in him early where you were like, I know the wiggle and stuff, but with that first year, were you like, I see this?
Yeah, I mean, it didn't take long for me. Like, it does not take long for me when it comes to talent. For me to recognize talent, but also like, I like IQ. Yeah. That's the one thing that I gravitate towards faster than anything. Everyone's talented in the NBA. Everyone has talent. Don't matter if you're the 15th guy, two-way guy, rookie, 15th year guy, it doesn't matter. Everyone has talent. We're all here for a reason. But what my basketball mechanism and hard drive attached to is guys that know how to play the game. And it's a reason why, like he's saying, he came into the league or whatever, he was 6'5", 180, whatever the case may be, bulked up a little bit now, but it's a reason why he's not the fastest, not the most athletic, but he's averaging 25 a game. Yeah. And playing at a high level. And at any given night, he's number one on the opposing team's depth chart of this is what we got to take away. Once you start getting at that level, once you start being on opposing teams' depth chart of like
scout,
we got Luka, AR, me. This is we got to take this away. If we can't give him no airspace, we can't give him no like. Yeah, I could see the talent there, but also saw the knowledge of the game and the willingness to want to work. And that's If you working, bro, if you working,
IQ and work and talent, skill.
I can't. How can I not love you? How can I not love you? I just my makeup.
Tell me about the playmaking. Were you in high school? Were you a playmaker as well, or were you more of a scorer?
No, playing alongside my brother my freshman year and sophomore year, he took the majority of shots. So my job
You had
was
to get him the ball.
Yeah, my job. We
Get him the ball. Get out the way.
that year we actually played like an actual white team. We ran set after set.
Yeah.
We would get him threes after threes after threes.
An actual white team.
Yeah, and then he left, and we just started running. Like we was like, we're gonna press and run.
That's good.
But yeah, no, it was. I always wanted to be a point guard.
Yeah. Did you ever play point, like in any of those stages, like your freshman year, were you point for your brother? Or was it just more like,
I was basically point guard from when I started playing basketball till I went to college, and then going to college, you run into guys that are 3 or 4 years older than you, more physically gifted and better players at the time, and I never had a problem with buying into a role to help the team be successful. Like my freshman year, I think I scored 4 points a game. I might have played 11 minutes a game. And then it just kind of trended, forward after that. Sophomore year, got more time, was, able to be myself a little more, but it was still all about what I could do to help us win. I felt like we had a really good team my sophomore year at Wichita State. We were, I think, preseason 3rd in the country. We had a really, really good team, but that all came crumbling down. We got beat first round of the tournament. But yeah, it was from then on out, like I understood that I'm going to run into guys that are better than me.
Yeah.
Like it's no different than in the NBA. Like there's going to be times on a night basis where him and Luka's got it going. Like what can I do to, plug and play and help our team win? I think that's the beautiful thing about basketball is you don't have to go out and score 30 to affect the game. You can do a lot of things.
When you were a freshman averaging 4 a game, were you still like, I'm the best dude out here? Like, did you?
Oh no, I fried everybody in practice.
Practice, you knew it.
Yeah.
So it was like a matter of fitting into what the coach was expecting and all that.
Yeah, I mean, the last thing I wanted to do was, step on the wrong foot and not play. Like that's
interesting.
Yeah, that was
because a lot of guys, if they're frying everyone in practice and they're getting put in a box,
it wasn't easy.
No, I know, but like that's a strength.
Yeah,
to say like I can play this game. Like I'll you want to put me in this box? I'll stay in the box, but I also am not gonna lose confidence. I'm gonna survive this battle. I'll fight another day. Like there's a resilience to that that's impressive. Because I think like it's interesting to hear you go through those times because you watch you play now and you see like the breadth of skills you have. It's almost like, man, what were we waiting for?
Yeah, and I also want to know like who, like obviously you had your older brother along the ride, but like who inspired your game? Like who inspired your?
Who's your favorite player?
Like my favorite player ever was Kobe. Yeah, as you know. There was not really any.
Nobody you were like, I want to play like.
Not really. Like
so where you get that shit from?
But I always felt like I was different. Like I played differently than everybody else growing up
in your town.
Yeah, like I was, because like people would be like, it's crazy. Like you're psycho. Like the way you play basketball is not normal.
Oh, okay.
And so like it
gave me an
just
example.
freedom.
Like what things were you doing that people are like, what are you doing?
I remember one of my brother's best friends he was 2 years older than me, and he went to a different school, probably 45 minutes away, and we would play them. And he was really, really good high school player. And I was in 8th grade at the time. I was about to be a 9th grader, and he was like, we were playing him the next year, and he was like, "You have no chance. Like, I'm gonna take it from you every time." And I will say, still to this day, sometimes it don't look the best, but like I have full confidence that I'm not going to lose the ball. Like, especially, dribbling, whatever. Like, I feel like, like I said, it might not look normal.
So he thought you were doing too much with the ball.
Yeah, a lot of people did growing up. Like, even my parents would be like, you need to calm down a little bit. But I was like, it feels natural.
It feels natural.
Yeah, so then I got out of my town and I seen other people really play. I was like, oh, this isn't actually that crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
what excited me about playing basketball was like being creative, being expressive, trying shit, like trying
That's
to
the game, right?
try to beat your guy, like try to get there.
Yeah.
Find a solution when you get there, like all that stuff, like that. It was never exciting to me, though I wanted to learn the fundamentals. I wanted to be fundamentally sound.
For sure.
It was never exciting to me to like come off this pin down and know when to fade and when to curl. Like that, okay, I got that. You know what I mean? Like I got that. But when can I break my man down and get in the guts and make a play? Like that was what made me want to play basketball every single day.
For sure.
Right? You felt the same.
Yeah, no, me and my brother agree on a lot of things, and he would, in high school, he would ask me, he'd be like, do you ever know what you're gonna do? And I was like, no, like I'm not dribbling down the court thinking like, I mean, obviously I'm reading defense, whatever, but like if I see somebody in front of me, it's not like I'm gonna go and be like, oh, I'm gonna hang cross.
Yeah, right.
If I hang and he bites on it, I'll figure something out after that. Like there's no
improvise.
Nothing's predetermined. Yeah. Like nothing's predetermined. And I mean, we talked about it a couple years ago. Like those are I feel like the hardest people to guard because like you literally you're not watching scout and it's like, oh, he does this.
He goes left every time.
When he goes right, he's gonna cross back or he's gonna go between. There's no telling what I'm doing.
One of the things I think but I mean that's where offenses have gone. Like we're not running sets, we're just trying to play out a ghost game and multiple actions, play fast, quick decisions. So it's like, all those advantages. I mean, literally half the league's opening the funnel so we can just go and set the transition. So, because it's harder to guard than if we run Fenerbahce's greatest hits.
For sure.
You're just going to switch all that and you're back to an ISO. So it's interesting that it took us a while to like, come around to that part being like, that's the heart of the game is can you beat your man, create an advantage? Which is, it's fun. That's fun to watch. I think one of the things that you are either the best in the league at, or use the best is the behind the back dribble.
Yeah, I've heard some people's giving me credit on that.
His rap game is crazy.
The
step rap, you just fuck somebody up.
But you done that all since you were a kid?
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Because I think you use it to attack. You also use it to reset.
Yeah.
So you get stuck, they catch your first move. Sometimes it's a wrap to win, to get downhill. Sometimes it's a wrap to reset. And then you can hang. When you hang dribble, they got to close and you do your thing again. And so I don't know that do you think anyone in the league uses it as well?
Well, this is definitely not a conversation for me. You two, when they come.
He didn't need to.
Yeah, right. They use it behind the back dribble like that. I mean, not off the top of my head.
I think Luka actually used it really well, but more to get to his step back.
Get to a step back.
A lot of people do it when they have 2 feet set.
You do it in the middle of the stride.
I can have 1 foot in front. And
it gives me Jamal Crawford vibes. Well, Maul used to kind of do it as well without having feet set, without he could just
improvise and go behind the back.
But no deceleration too. He can still accelerate at the same. That's what makes it so unique too. He can come down full speed,
100%,
wrap, and still be accelerating towards the basket.
That to me is that's the way it is explained, is that you can use it to go, you can use it to hang, you can use it to retreat. Like you use it in any way, and I think that's the thing. Some people, like you said, do it when their feet are planted. You could also do it on the move.
For sure.
Both ways. It's fun to watch because
that's tough.
It's fun to watch because it is improvisational. You're never like, I'm going to go behind the back, right? It's like you're get out of jail.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No, I remember Phil Handy. It was either my first or second year. We worked on a lot of the stuff, obviously, but he kept telling me, he was like, you're one of the few people in the NBA that can actually change directions on 1 foot. Like you can have 1 foot out in front of the other, and either behind the back or cross or any. And he told me that's what he worked with Kyrie a lot with, because he can do everything. But just the ability to change direction with not a perfect, base.
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun to watch. Like it's like you mentioned Kai, but like guys that are able to do things slightly different all the time, the improvisation.
Yeah.
Then you add the playmaking. I think one of the things about your game that is beautiful to me is your finishing rate is really high. So you get in the gaps, but you finish at a high level. Not to be rude.
No,
it's not because you're challenging people at the rim, but you have a high foul rate. You can play in the middle. You have a midi game, float game, layup game, playmaking game. So I'll relate this to me. I think why I was efficient is because I could pass and score and a different thing. So I could play off each other.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to go. It wasn't all or nothing when you get in the gaps. I could be like, oh, I can beat it in the backboard. I get my layup. I got to take the run. I can spray it out. I can play. I can draw, score, and draw. So that allows you to be a high efficiency finisher because it's not every time I got in, I got to challenge dudes at the rim.
Yeah, and then on top of that, like you said, the craftiness to be able to get fouled, like shot fake, step throughs, all that. Like I would feel like, I mean, it's kind of like guarding Luka in a sense of you have to be physical with him because he's, obviously really strong, but he has every pass, his shot fake, and you don't want to foul him. So at the end of the day, like trying to guard all three of those things is tough.
I mean, obviously you did this in a million ways, but I think it's a great lesson for young players to understand like you don't have to be like, I'm an elite finisher. You have to be able to think, I have options. I can play cat and mouse. I hit the pocket pass, and then later they don't want to give up the pocket pass. You attack. It might be a floater, it might be a layup, it might be a dribble under. The guy early comes from the corner. Playing cat and mouse, getting guys to know like, oh yeah, there's 3 or 4 options, so you make the decision for me in a way.
And that person's going to be the one the defenders are going to be the one to tell you what to do, really. Like it's not.
You just think attack.
Exactly.
They'll tell you.
If he goes there, then you got the skip. If the lob's open, then that is. And then if he don't want the lob, you lay up, float, or whatever. Yeah. So it's that's really kind of how I see it is like, okay, you don't want to foul me. And then I'm going to let the defensive, whatever, their schemes help me figure out what I want to do.
The fouling's the icing on the cake, your high foul rate. Because I didn't get to the line as much as I would have liked to. You get to the line at a high. I mean, I think for at least the first half of the year, top 4 or 5 in the league.
That was for a while.
And you might be.
It's went down.
Well, your team got healthy.
Bro, I don't get that. Shit, I wish I get some foul.
Your team got healthy, honestly.
I wish I get some foul.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It'd
be nice.
It'd be nice to get to the free throw line.
It would be nice. You got fouled so bad on the layup in the first quarter last night.
Bro, he literally punched me in the stomach. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The gut punch? No.
Bro, it was like open hand.
Yeah. No, I think that's an art of itself. It's not. Obviously, everybody's going to be like, oh, you're foul baiting. Like, I try to use all of that in the sense of like to get me open. Like, I'm not really. I don't want to just go in. I'm not like I just want to get fouled at 17 feet and throw a hook shot at the rim. Like because if I go to a low pickup and you have your hands down there, you're going to be scared to foul me. So you're going to back off.
Yeah.
Like, and if you don't, you're going to foul me. So it's more to get to where I want to go than it is anything.
Also, it's like why put yourself at a disadvantage? Oh, I go low pickup, his hands are going to try to avoid it. Now I'm off balance.
Exactly.
Like, no, you have to rip through. And I always say this about Luka does a great job of this, is dictating the way the game's going to be called.
For sure.
Like he tells the ref right away, he's not doing that by his play. Right? Right? But it's brilliant. Might vocalize it a little bit.
He started speaking Serbian last night. I was like, oh, shit, I don't know what you're talking about.
He did?
It was after he got his first tech.
Oh, yeah.
But there's an art to that. Like, there's an art to that. I think, like, of course, everyone's going to try to get a call.
Yeah.
We're all trying to figure this shit out.
I'd be begging him to do it.
Bro, it's not working. It's over.
It don't work. It don't work.
It's over. You trying to teach your old dogs new tricks. It's over for me. I used to get calls. I don't get calls no more. They look at it. The same thing.
Too strong.
We didn't see it, or it was marginal.
That's my favorite. It's my favorite word in basketball right now.
We have I don't know when this is going to come out, and versus the refereeing episode.
Oh, yeah.
We talked a lot about like, and it's not to kill the refs.
For sure.
We could do that.
Yeah.
But it's more about like the game's changing to where like you can blast a guy in the chest on offense and it's no call anymore. You can foul the hell out of someone outside the 3-point line, no call. Then they get inside, it's ticky-tack.
Yep.
Like,
It's just a little bit of inconsistency.
It's just the inconsistency.
Yeah.
Like they pick and choose.
well, it feels like they don't know yet what they want. Where are we going?
They
What are we
don't know.
doing?
Like the extended arm on the drive is so inconsistent depending on who you are, I guess. Like, I was watching, obviously, when we played against Boston recently, Jaylen Brown about 3 times did it to our players. Right in the open and no call, and then we're down fucking 18 in the fourth, and he does it, they call offensive foul.
Yeah.
We got a couple other guys in our league who consistently does it, and I was watching, I rarely watch the games now these days, but I was watching Denver and Minnesota, and Edwards drove, kind of, gave the arm, and on the way back, he got his arm kind of pulled by Jamal Murray. They call offensive foul, and then Minnesota reviewed it, and it was still offensive foul. So it's like, where are we at?
It's like when they go to the replay, you're not sure what they're going to call.
I don't believe it's ever getting it. Whatever the refs say it was, I think that's what it's going to be. I don't like the fact, that's another story. I don't like the fact that we can allow someone all the way in like fucking Secaucus or somewhere determine what the call should be. So we're right here.
Yeah.
This is live.
I've seen many of clips when we're sitting on the bench and we're like, oh, this will be overtime.
For sure.
And then they're like, nope.
No, it's a guy in there eating a fucking ham sandwich, determining what the call should be. That shit pisses me off. I'm the old guy now, man. So
here's the thing: why bother watching it back when we watch it back and we don't know? You don't like. Let's just keep it moving.
I don't get it.
I'm a big soccer fan. That was my first sport. And the review in soccer is VAR.
Okay.
And honestly, I think they fuck it up on VAR more than they do in. Like they watch it back. We spend 4 or 5 minutes, and you're like, I don't know. I don't know how they came to that conclusion.
They brought a camera out on my ass last year in the postseason. I haven't seen since.
He was up there.
That was great. That was great. I was like, "Where's this guy?" I've never seen them.
Seen that camera since.
Yeah,
never. I've never seen it. I ain't see it before or after.
That came from the government.
For sure. Oh my goodness. I was like, I watched a billion games before and since. I've never seen that camera in my life.
No, it was tough.
But I mean, it is what it is. I think one of the things that I admire about AR's game too that goes underappreciated too is that his ability to create contact in the paint versus smalls, versus longer wings and versus bigs. His ability without having to use that arm, using bump that shoulder.
Beat them to the point of contact, take their legs out or make them hit you.
Yeah.
Very clever.
And it sets up his footwork. His ability to bump here, get you off balance, and now he has the ability to use all the pivots, whatever, pump fake, because now you're off balance, so now you're trying to close the space, so now he can step through and all those. For a guy that you look at and you don't think as strong and think that can create contact, when you realize it once he hits you with that damn shoulder and you're sliding back 4 feet.
No, that's an art.
That's an art.
That's an art because you use by NBA standards, you're not big and strong or fast and explosive, but you're big enough, strong enough, fast enough, and here's my advantage. If I hit him before he hits me,
it's all timing too. Yeah. It's like it's almost impossible to guard somebody if you're sliding and your left foot's in the air.
Yeah.
If I bump you and your left foot's in the air, it's almost impossible, unless you're just strong, like real strong, it's almost impossible to stay on balance. And I think that it helped me always being smaller than everybody and not as strong because I had to figure out how to use my body. And then when I finally did get, some strength, it just made it better.
Did you have a high foul rate in college too?
I got fouled a lot. They didn't call it.
Yeah.
No, I still probably shot. Probably shot 5 free throws a game, 6 free throws.
That's
in college. For sure, in college, yeah.
That's like for like 30.
Yeah, for sure.
right.
For sure.
You also I feel like you love clutch moments.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you can tell certain people are like, I live for this. Yeah, were you like that as a 8th, 9th, 10th grader? Or
Yeah, I mean, I always wanted to be. If we win, like cool. If we lose, like I don't want anybody to think that it was their fault. Like I missed or whatever the case may be. Yeah, I mean, I remember early this year in Minnesota.
Tough.
We
really floater.
Yeah, we really dominated that whole second half.
You were playing.
Yeah, him and Luka were out
from the TV.
and we dominated the whole second half. We played really well in the third quarter, and then I mean, think about it. We had a closing lineup that had literally never played minutes together. So they went zone. Things started getting tough, and obviously they take the lead by one. Julius Randle makes a layup, and I remember going to the bench and I'm sitting on the bench, JJ's drawing up whatever, and we walk out and there's still probably like 20 seconds on the timer or whatever. And I just remember walking to half court and I was like, man, we would look like some idiots if we lost this game. And then I just was like, we'll win. And then that happened. And it was just like, just the belief in every moment. Just, being able to think positive when chaos is going on is something that I've been really good at throughout my whole career, even when I was younger. Everybody just spazzes out when things get to move and you get to lose and it gets tough. But just being able to keep a level head at them moments.
So do you feel like in high tension, it's almost like you slow down?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I people watch too. You just look around, everybody's going nuts.
Yeah.
Even your staff might be going crazy. Sorry, JJ. I think in
just give me a look.
Yeah, anything like it don't even have to be for me, but I feel like in any situation, if you throw the ball to me, I make something work.
Incredible skill, right? To be calm in those moments. And
that's not even, I don't even know if that's something that you can, well, I guess it is. I think some people are kind of like born with that attitude. It's something that you can grow into. But if it's something that you are like, don't ever want to have,
right?
You can't then like hit the switch and I want to be that guy to be. No, it's either like you want to be put in that position, but you just haven't given that opportunity. They haven't given you that opportunity yet, or it's already in you. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's a great.
To be able to just like you said, when shit is just haywire, you could just like, man, if I can get this opportunity, it don't matter, make, miss, don't matter. I'm gonna be ready for the next opportunity as well.
It's a great way to frame it.
I remember the Dallas one, when I had the game winner in Dallas my rookie year.
Yeah.
I go to the corner and I would have, if I'm not betting on games, if I would have bet, I would have bet everything in my life.
This is not the year.
I'm not touching the ball. And I'm standing in the corner and I forgot who it was on their bench was like, you don't want it. And I was like, I'm not gonna touch the ball, but if I do, it's going in. Right before it happened, and I still to this day, I'm like, Russ, why did you pass me the ball? But yeah, I mean, just moments like that, like you gotta accept it.
Yeah,
make or miss.
No, I mean, you both make great points because I think like it just seems innate in you that you calm down in those moments, and it's like you're at your best in those moments. I think for me, it took me a while, like to go through those times when I failed, but like accepted it, and said like I got to learn to do this, until where then it became almost like I always say this, maybe a weird way to frame it, but almost like a drug. Like you want the end of the game, you want the tension, you want the game on the line. It's like you're never more like alive. Your vibrations are never more.
I just always like early on in my career, I always hated the feeling of letting my teammates down if I didn't come.
So you want it again? Give it to me.
Yeah, like I was like, if I missed or whatever, or if I turned the ball over, or if I didn't make the right play, either shot or pass or whatever. It was like, fuck, I just let these guys down. They trusted me to make it happen, and I didn't make it happen. Like early on in my career, that really got to me. And then it just got to a point where it was like, well, they're putting you in this position because
they trust you
trust you for a reason. So
there's a reason.
Then I was like, it doesn't, make, miss, pass. If I pass it, if I shoot it, it doesn't.
You also learn that at the end of the day, like your teammate, they care, but like we're gonna live with him taking the last shot. We're gonna live with Luka, make or miss. It don't matter. Like
I always say, like, you die 1,000 deaths, right? Like, you're gonna die, you're gonna miss. So accept that
you're
shit.
gonna die a lot,
right? Go. Like,
nobody's.
I also tell young players all the time, like, go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it. Like, you're wasting your time if you're scared. You're not gonna get better. You're not getting more comfortable in those moments. You're not giving yourself a chance to succeed. So it's like, accept death.
For sure.
Right? And then just go for the win.
Yeah, for sure.
As a little kid, my dad would take me to my grandparents' home in North London where he grew up. I used to love walking from the house through the park to watch a Tottenham match. Soccer wasn't just a game in our family, it was everything. When you're there, you can really feel that passion, and it's contagious. You'd open a window and feel the excitement of match day and hear songs echoing through the stadium. Those trips shaped everything for me. My love of sport, family, tradition. Come to think of it, that house would have been perfect for hosting visitors on Airbnb during a big tournament. With the World Cup coming this summer, fans from all over the world will be traveling to North America. And you can help create that magic I experienced as a kid in Tottenham by hosting your home on Airbnb. Why not earn some extra cash while making their trip unforgettable? Your home might be worth more than you think. Find out how much at airbnb.com/host. In basketball, the best teams don't rush. They control the tempo. They know when to push, when to slow it down, and when to create space so the game comes to them. Travel is the same way. When you're moving city to city, season after season, you learn the biggest edge you can have isn't speed, it's control. That's why people who travel a lot talk about lounge access. With the American Express Platinum Card, you can enjoy access to over 1,550 airport lounges worldwide, the largest global airport lounge network compared to other credit card companies as of July 2025. It's a calm place away from the crowds, a place to slow things down, enjoy thoughtful, curated meals, and settle in before your flight takes off. The destination before you arrive at your destination. When you control the tempo early, everything that follows feels smoother. With premium travel benefits and award-winning service, there's nothing like American Express Platinum. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/withplatinum.
We're gonna bring out a couple plays, just a couple things. Give the fans like your perspective on just things you're able to do with the ball in game situations. We talked about this one.
Yep.
This is that game. You guys go in the football formation.
Yep.
A little bit of a misdirection to get in football, and then you kind of run a play that you could just run into the half court.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing was to
catch
and get Rudy lifted
above the break. Mm-hmm.
I was surprised that they didn't just read it, but once you get him, he's obviously one of the best defenders in the league, but once you get him moving, laterally, he's not as quick. Sure. If he's standing in front of you and you're trying to finish around him in the paint, it's almost impossible. But if you get him, I think DA did a really good job here of actually sprinting into the screen and creating that separation between him and Rudy.
And then getting a little piece of Daniels too, just so you had that left to right.
Exactly.
So I always say, the way I explain this too is when McDaniels can't touch you here, now Rudy's isolated.
Yeah.
He's fully, he can't drop with the roller. He's I gotta contain. Yep. And so Rudy goes from being the best defender on the court to one that's in a tough situation. Because you can get downhill left, right, and at 7-2, it's hard for him to his feet. So you take advantage here.
Yeah.
You split, but it's interesting, right? He's so fearful of your, getting past him that he's opened his hips.
Yeah.
So you split, which now his hips have to change back the opposite, which makes it even harder for him. So now he's recovering. So it's interesting to me, Dante knows this. Mm-hmm. He's Rudy's in a tough spot here. And so he comes, And so, but you read that.
About right there, I was like, oh, I'm going to run him over.
I
thought I was going to run him over.
He went right leg, right floater, which is
I had to basically stop on it.
Stop on a dime.
Yep.
But this is the thing, though. You got a defensive player of the year, 7'2", long arms, but you got his momentum going.
Yep.
He can't stop with
stopping.
you.
Yeah.
And then you go wrong leg, floater, and Dante's an inch and a half, 2 inches too late.
Yeah.
That's so tough.
And that's nothing but draws.
Yeah, that one felt good when it left my
When
hand.
you had your first kid, that's the first thing you should show him. that game winner right there. This is your daddy's about.
Let's see what we got here. Our little double drag with LeBron and Ayton. And so for me, like, this is just a clip that shows, again, we talked about earlier.
Fucking game.
They catch the move.
Yep.
He's got you in between his feet. You go behind the back, look for the crack. It's closed.
I thought DA was going to roll him down, basically a Gortat.
Like a Gortat screen.
And then I was going to run, who is that?
He's going to raise Wendell.
Yeah, I was going to run Wendell right into both of them.
Yep.
But
and go around.
Yeah, I was going to go on the top
but
side
instead,
of DA.
basically, you got 3 defenders anyway.
Yep.
But then again, you used your
Wrapped again.
behind the back to reset, and now you look at the 2 defenders.
And there's no way.
They slip up.
Paulo. Yeah, there's no way Paulo can get on the bottom side of DA. So if he just
After
stops
plugging
and
that
holds,
gap, no.
yeah.
And so you make a great feed into space here where only DA can get it. But what I love about this is I think basketball is about rim pressure. And so you don't say, hey, he's got me squared. You say, how can I get him on his heels? And you go behind the back off the one leg, like we talked about, split the gap, it gets closed, and that essentially is the rim pressure that draws 2, and that allows DA to slide behind. And there's this whole pocket of space behind them where you go back behind the back because you got them in jail, and then you can lead your partner into a ton of space. So for me, that's a brilliant play because your mind was rim pressure. And then that's set. You sold basket. And that created a vacuum in underneath there where you drew 2. So maybe I'm using too many words, but
No, it's perfect.
That's how I see the game.
Yeah.
And big time pass, but created by your pressure. All right, so a little
Wrap.
LeBron swing. So you realize, like any primary scorer type player, like no one's on me, and you could shoot. But again, I love that you're thinking rim pressure here. So he's got to close on you, and so you go, stick with me now, make him guard. Okay, he does a good job. Good close, pull it back out. Okay, doesn't always work. Or it doesn't always work. So now you get back. So then there's this gap you created by going behind the back. He has to close again in a sense, and as he closes, you hang, cross behind the back. That's the signature right there.
Hang, cross behind the back, scoop under.
And then
that's sick.
I'm surprised AD didn't get that one. He didn't even go for it. I don't think he thought I was going to shoot it.
Right? And it is. It's just like the improvisation, the like belief in yourself that a lot of players would have been like, I got caught. Let me pick it up.
No, I mean,
And
like
you
you said,
say,
just using that to basically get back to ground zero, and then also create a little bit of space between me and him at the same time to re-attack.
And then great agility
And
to
he's
get
supposed
underneath.
to smack that shit.
Yeah, he is. For sure.
That's for someone else's film session.
That's not ours.
That's not ours.
That's for Phil Handy's film
shit.
session.
He said, prove it, kid.
Right.
So again, a little kind of late double drag. You look to play in the middle for a second, draw 2, and just baiting them. You came off the first one. You thought, see what I like about this is the second screen. I don't know if this was double drag. If it was, it's late. So you thought, why would I just come off the second? I'm letting them set up. You said attack here.
And then it created a screen angle even better by him attacking down. He basically set up the lob right now. The lob is happening right now because his defender has to close the gap because he can hang and shoot this if he don't close that gap. And now his defender's trying to get over. It's over with now.
One way I like to, I mean, that's I don't need to re-explain it. You explained it great. But one thing I like to say is you manipulated him. Like you would have gone to the hoop here if you got him clean.
Yeah.
But the help helped.
Yep.
And what you did though is you got your defender between the screener's feet.
Yep.
And now he's stuck.
And now he's dead. Yeah.
And then you can also see he can't touch you here.
Yep.
And I always say when he can't touch you, guess who has to come guard you?
The big.
Then we got problems. And if the corner came, you got the corner
pass. Yep.
So just a great job of manipulating here. And I love the way right here, you got lob, but you sold the Luka pass with the eyes.
Yep.
So that's nailed Russ to the spot. He's going to be late here because you looked Luka.
Yep.
And so just that awareness to manipulate your guy, to manipulate the weak side.
It's tough.
It's beautiful basketball. And then this is probably my biggest highlight.
This is the one.
By the way, I didn't know it. By the way, just letting you know, I have no ideas what clips that we're going to show on the episode until he actually brings them out.
But I would say though, like, there's some great facial expressions.
Oh,
here.
for sure.
First, let's start with Bron.
Can we start? Well, let's just start with why is Bron even in the game right now? It's over.
It's
I
over.
must have needed 1 rebound and 1 assist.
Yeah.
That had to be it. I think I got 19,000, 1 rebound, 1 assist.
So Coach Bron is giving it his John Wooden right here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Telling you what to do.
He's like, he was like, okay. At first he was like, okay, yeah. And then whatever I said, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, no, I know what he's thinking now. He just told us. He's going, why the fuck is he in the game talking about this shit right now? What are we doing? You sit your ass down.
Funny.
We got the job done.
For sure.
And you're still coaching.
Sure.
That's funny.
Still coaching.
That's one of the
some
best
good
clips.
shit.
Yeah.
Amazing clip.
I remember he posted that after the game, and my followers went from like 60,000
I'm
to
sorry.
7 million.
I'm sorry, man. Your phone died fast as hell, my fault.
We were in Philly. I was out at eat with Reg, and I picked up my phone and I just set it back down. I was like, I don't even know what's going on.
God damn it, my bad.
That was cool.
That's
For sure.
man.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah.
AR,
Really,
appreciate you, my dog.
Really appreciate
Yes,
you
sir.
doing it.
I got the 2 coolest white boys in the town in the same week.
Yeah, you got White Boy Wednesday
Oh
and
my
Monday.
God, what the fuck going on? I don't know, man. My community may give up on me next time I get one more white boy
We're going to have to diversify.
Yeah, I'm telling you. We got to get Luke Cornett next talking about Magic City.
We'll slam the laptop on that. Thanks for watching Mind the Game. New episodes drop every other Tuesday. Remember to like, subscribe, or follow wherever you're watching.